Well, good students, welcome back. Welcome back. It's been long. No, not really long, but a week. A week is not that long. So, this is now a different thing. We are embarking into a different thing as I promised you previously. Previously, we were tackling on the novel The Blossoms of the Savannah by Henrik Ole Kulet. We saw sample prompts that maybe examiners might be setting for you guys, and also we also gave a sample response, exam style questions and sample responses. Now in this particular episode we're going to look at the play A Doll's House, and we're also going to be paying attention to what would be the sample prompts or questions from the examiners, and what exactly are you expected as learners. So therefore, brace yourself with this particular work here. You never know. Every little effort never goes unrewarded. Welcome. In this one, this is our first exam style question. And it goes like, I'll read. Self-sacrifice must be rewarded. Write an essay to validate this claim, basing your illustrations on Henrik Ibsen's A Doll's House. Self-sacrifice must be rewarded. Write an essay to validate this claim, basing your illustrations on Henrik Ibsen's A Doll's House. Down there we have sample response, good students. In Henrik Ibsen's A Doll's House, most women are portrayed as being selfless. They give up their valuable time, comfort, and possessions in order to help other people. This does not go unrewarded. Anne, the nanny, half-heartedly leaves her own child in order to help Nora and her 3 little children. By so doing, she gets an income and a good place to live. Nora, a character in A Doll's House, is selfless. She borrows £250 from Niels Krogstad in order to save her ailing husband's life. When they get married, Torvald Hellman leaves his job because there is no prospect of promotion. He then works early and late to provide for his family. He overworks himself and falls dreadfully ill. The doctors tell Nora that the only thing to save his life is to live in the South. Nora makes a great sacrifice when she borrows a tremendous amount of money in order to facilitate the trip. A woman is not allowed to borrow money without her husband's consent. Since her husband would not allow her to borrow the money, she is forced to forge her father's name in order to get the money. She takes this risk for the sake of love. After a year of staying in Italy, they come back and Torvald is well and sound as a bell. Indeed, women sacrifice themselves for those that they love. Moreover, Nora also sacrifices for the sake of her 3 little children when she leaves her home, fearing that she may corrupt her children. Due to the societal expectations, she's convinced that she is a corrupt person as a result of her lies and pretentious nature of her marriage. Her marriage to Torvald is full of deception. She lies about trivial things like eating macarons to serious issues like borrowing money from Krogstad and telling her husband that she got it from her father. Torvald convinces her that such an atmosphere of lies infects and poisons the whole life of her home. Fearing or to deprave her own children and poison her home, Nora chooses to live. Leaving her children is an unbelievable act of self-sacrifice. She does it for their sake. Ultimately, she achieves independence from suffocating male-dominated marriage and gains freedom to try and understand her role in society. What a big sacrifice right there. Mrs. Linde also plays a sacrificial role in the lives of her mother and her siblings, as seen in A Doll's House. She abandons Niels Krogstad, the man that she loves, and marries a rich man whom she does not love for the sake of her family. Her mother is bedridden and helpless, and her brothers depend on her. So, she has no choice but to abandon her true but penniless love and marry a man of means, who she does not love. She is glad that she makes the end of her mother's life almost free from care. She is also proud of what she does for her brothers, for they are since dependent. This is a big sacrifice on our side and reflection on how women in the society in a doll's house are selfless. Lastly, Anne is also portrayed as a selfless woman. She sacrifices her happiness for the sake of Nora and her 3 little children when she leaves her child out among strangers. Nora wonders how she could abandon her own child. Anne says she was obliged to if she wanted to be Nora's nurse since Nora had no mother. She's depicted as an affectionate woman. Nora Helmer says that Anne was a good mother to her when she was little. As a result of her selflessness, Anne gets a salary and a good place to live. In conclusion, it is true to say that most women are selfless and therefore play sacrificial roles in the societies in which they live. Their acts of sacrifice never goes unrewarded, as seen in Adult House. Perfect. Good students, this also marks the end of this particular tiny little episode. Not really tiny, but again, it marks the end. This is the end of it. Make good use of these. And again, if you've not subscribed to this channel, this is my channel here, why don't you do so? By doing that one, you'll be supporting me one or the other, and two, you'll be equipping yourself for the future updates. You wouldn't want to be left out. And I wish you the best in your endeavors. Cheers for now.